Hi everyone, hey, it's John. I'm going to provide some technical analysis update on Dogecoin. This is number 2 video of the day, February 23rd, 2021, 8:39 p.m. As I mentioned before, that I'm going to provide 2 videos a day, one in the morning, one later in the evening, of some technicals of Dogecoin daily. If you could be so kind to subscribe or give a thumbs up if this video helped you, that would be really appreciated. And I will start the day with, well, this video was obviously this meme I saw on Reddit. I thought it was pretty funny. This bro, look at these mountains, and it basically showing like that he's basically losing money and he's all sad about it. But it's kind of funny though, given the situation here. And obviously Dogecoin is a meme, so it makes sense to start with a meme. But let's get to it now. Anyways, so earlier today, in our first video, I mentioned that we would probably see resistance around the descending triangle, and it's looking like resistance now based on this little chart right here. When we look at the daily MACD, we can still see right here when you zoom in it, we can still see that it's still trending down for the most part. And right here, you follow my mouse cursor right here, we're still in bullish territory here. So it's still bullish. It's not necessarily a bad thing or anything. It just means that when it finishes resetting down here somewhere, we're gonna have a higher low, which is good for the overall path of Dogecoin. And with trading these kind of things, it's just gonna take time. That's just how it is. And as Warren Buffett says, the stock market is a place to exchange money from the hasty, right? Obviously, I'm paraphrasing, but you get the point, though. So we still see basically when we see a downtrend like this, basically for a day, is that maybe this is a good day to possibly day trade. If you do buy it and it goes up, you want to sell it. You don't want to hold it too long, because the trend is against you here, so you don't want to go against it. Now, if you're a bear, you're shorting this stuff right here. Easy money to the bank is all I gotta say right now. Easy money, and good for you. We need bears also. I mean, even though we're all bulls, including myself here, bears create opportunities for us to buy more and to accumulate. So I'm not against them. I'm all for them too as well. So earlier today, I didn't really include the MA50 and MA200. The MA basically means moving average 50-day and 200-day right here. So what that means is on a daily here, I'm looking at some possible support at 342, which is around here. You see my mouse cursor here. It makes a lot of sense because you see here there's a lot of traffic here, up and down, up and down, up and down right here. So it makes sense that around this area around here, we're gonna see some support here. So, I mean, I'm still buying on dips and everything, but I wouldn't hold my breath because we might hit here, And given that the 50-day moving average is above the moving average 200, which means that we're in bullish territory here. So we're still in bullish territory. Even though it's going down from its highs, overall from here, we're still way up, guys. So don't fret too much here. It's just part of the train sensation there. Sorry about that little thing, my cell phone. I apologize about that. So we see that currently we're still in a downtrend on a daily. So now we're going to go back to the 4-hour chart. We're going to go a little more detailed now to see what's going on here, right? So it's kind of like if you program, it's kind of like waterfall, project management. It's like one layer after the next layer after the next layer, and they all kind of follow each other. And you got to do this if you want to try to find a good position. So now we're at the 4-hour here, and earlier today when I mentioned it, that we were here and we might test the descending triangle, and where this, I guess, long line here, horizontal line, was once support, is going to be a resistance. And so far it looks that way to me as well. I mean, given that the current 4-hour here, it's kind of resetting here, but it's resetting in a bear market here. So that means that you're going to see these two MACD lines kind of go up around here. You follow my mouse cursor, it's going to go around here, and then come back, and most likely come back down. What that means for our price action is that it's going to probably go this way as well. It's going to go this way as well. You follow my mouse cursor, it's going to go this way. Which isn't necessarily what you want as a bull, but, you know, that's how the market is. I'm trying to figure out how to move this thing. Here we go. Wow, okay, that's interesting. So basically, don't expect too much appreciation here. We're going to see more downtrend in the meantime, and that's perfectly healthy in a market with a lot of volatility in it. And it's actually what you want, because you want to buy low and sell high here. So I always tell people, when you see a red day, buy some. I'm not saying go full tendy and bet the whole house on it, but when you buy stuff, be prudent about it and only buy what you don't care about. As in, you can lose this money and it's fine, because if you're buying with the house money here and you're worried about it, chances are you're gonna panic sell and lose your money that way. So always be prudent and very cautious when you buy these kind of things here. So given that we're still in bearish territory here, I don't think that we're gonna break out and go this way. I mean, is it possible? Sure. If we get some news, then absolutely. But given the way the market is, we're full correcting, and obviously Bitcoin is correcting as well. I mean, Janet Yellen did mention a day or two ago that literally Bitcoin is inefficient and it's going full ham here. And once she mentioned that, people just came in and started selling the crap out of it, and that's what's been happening. So people are going to turn to more cyclical markets now, and I guess the Bitcoins are going to take a little breather, and that's fine, because like people like me and you, people don't accumulate a buying opportunity. So don't be too worried about it. All right. So now we'll move on to the 15-minute trend here. The 15-minute trend is always interesting because once you go in detail, you can really see what's going on here. So let me just give you a quick example here. So when you see my mouse cursor here currently, right, you're going to see this price. You see how the MACD right here, it kind of follows the peaks. So I follow the peaks here. You can clearly see an easy trend here. So for example, so when you see the current line right here, so you follow my cursor right here, right? So currently the price is going to be right around here. Now if we go back to the cursor and we go back over here to kind of do some back testing here, last time when this indicator was around here, we were at a much higher price. And even though we're hitting a very similar indicator again, we're at a much lower price now. So let's say, for example, at say 4.9, before we were at say 5.9. So basically you have a 1 cent difference, or about 20%. And given that, even though right here it says even though on a short time frame this says positive here, when you go back to the daily here, you're gonna see that we're basically in a downtrend here. So basically, this is what I would call a day trade or a swing trade for the day, or maybe even a few days. It's not something you want to buy and hold. If you're buying and holding like I am, then that's fine. You're not worried about it. You're buying dips, you're accumulating, lowering your average. That's fine. But if you're trying to do a day trade for a swing trade, I wouldn't advise it. So make sure you're aware of the trend. It's very important. To think of it as like you're running against the wind here, or running with the wind. It's a lot easier to run with the wind than against the wind, and a lot less headaches as well. So that's pretty much it for what I have for you currently here. I mean, we'll get more in depth to tomorrow. I just want to thank you guys again for watching my video. This is obviously for educational purposes, not financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I'm trying to share with the community, and I'm a fellow Doji person myself. And yeah, well, you guys have a great evening, and I'll catch you on next one. Thank you. Bye bye.